Welcome back, everybody. We have a rainy day out there today, so I'm not going to be working much out in the rain, although I'm going to try to get a small project done that I'll show you in a bit. But I'm lucky that I have a covered deck that I finished last year, which you probably saw. If not, I'll actually give you a small little tour and show you what it's looking like. So I have ability to get out here and do some seeding. I will be seeding some onions, sweet Walla Wall onions. This is our first time that we're going to be trying to grow onions from seed. So I'll let you know, follow us, give us a thumbs up, and subscribe to our channel, and we'll have an update and telling you how this is going to go. But what happened before, we would buy seedlings and we would transplant them straight into the garden, and they would flower really fast, or actually bolt sooner than I'd like. And one of the things that a lot of people suggested that we try is actually doing it from seed. So this is the first time I'm gonna do seed starting on onions. We've started seeds or onions from seeds straight in the gardens that we just use as green onions and young onions, but not that we grew for bulbs. Okay, so I'm gonna be seeding these onions. I just wanted to show you this nifty little box that we use for storage. This is where we store all our seeds, and it actually works pretty well because we can alphabetize it or do it by the season, by the month, what plant goes into the ground on what month. Makes it really easy. We just have it alphabetized. So I just put O for onion, and then I have all my onion seeds in here. One other thing that's really cool as well, which we have in the Pacific Northwest, if you're here in Portland or Vancouver area, is Portland Nursery has this calendar that shows each month and what can be seeded outdoors, what can be seeded indoors, and what's the best time for what to do to go in the ground. So we already seeded some onions outdoor in our garden, which we'll be using as young onions, green onions, and we seeded bunching onions over there. But for this, I'm gonna be seeding sweet onion that we want to get bulbs out of it. So I got Walla Walla onions, and I got sweet onion from Territorial Seed Company. All of them are from Territorial Seed. I also have some more Walla Walla onions that I will be keeping for my fall planting next year. So I just have organic potting soil, potting mix. You can use a starting medium. You can use worm compost or vermiculite. But I have this, so I'm going to be using it, and it's fairly wet. It's an organic product. You can make your own soil, and we do usually when we have more compost. Looks like my bin is broken, so I have to grab another one. All right, we got our Walla Walla onion in there. Now, what I want to do as well is spread a little bit of soil to cover all the seeds. So I got the onions all seeded, and I'll show you what I'm gonna put them. I'm actually gonna leave them outdoors, right? I covered them with one of those plastic covers that come with the planters, with the planting trays right here. And this is a southern exposure wall right here. So basically the sun will be shining on it when it's not raining, obviously. And I'm just gonna leave them outdoor. I don't want them to be inside and sprout really fast and just grow all leggy on me. I just kind of want to have a slower, a little bit controlled growth with them. If there's gonna be like a hard freeze, I might take them in the garage or in the shop so they don't cool down and freeze over for me. But I'll leave them out here in the front, and they should sprout fairly fast with warmer temperature coming around, and especially with the cover giving them a little bit more heat. So for all of you that didn't see my deck build, this is the deck that I built out of cedar last year. We used like 3/4 by 3/4 inch little squares, which then we made this interesting shape and design of it that kind of has a wave, and it goes from the top, kind of wraps around, and then it changes into this bench that wraps around, as well as a little laying area over here. And I have a little outdoor kitchen. I still need to finish these two areas. That's where I've been planting stuff when it's raining. So when we build our garden beds out here in the front of our yard, what I did is I pre-made the posts to cover section of it. So I want to have a section that I can cover over here, as well as a section that I can loop and put a little cover on it over here on this bed. We have seeded these beds with spinach, and we have, I believe we have just salad mix in here, just a regular garden salad mix. I went ahead and went and bought some of these PVC pipes today, and I will be cutting them, putting them on. And then I have in my other garden, I have some sheeting, plastic sheeting that I can use to cover it up and get this process started a little bit faster. So in this garden, this is where I'll be building the new garden beds. We have this plastic that I used for a few years. This is actually a plastic for greenhouses, but what I did is I used to cover my tomatoes at the end of the season so they wouldn't get as much rain on and prolong a little bit. They wouldn't turn all black on me. Well, I got my row covers that I'll be experimenting all done. We have salad greens planted in this one here, and the other one has spinach planted in it. Spinach in this one here. All right, so this is the garden, and if you look at it, we have part of them that are covered. Well, all I did was I put part of it under the ground here, just got some rocks over, wrapped it around another tube, and used some string or ties to hold it down. That way, if I need to open it, I can just pull it like this and get in there really easily. So hopefully things will get growing in here fairly quick, and we will have definitely warmer in here too. Yeah, with even limited sun that we're having today, but it's already warmer in this area. So I can just imagine on the days that it's gonna be sunny, you can see how steam is coming out of it. Looking forward for the salad mix to start sprouting in here and growing for us to enjoy fairly soon. Okay, so it's been over a month. It's beginning of April right now, and I want to show you a quick update on the onions that we seeded earlier in the video. So they sprouted and they were really tiny. I mean, they're like so small. I thought that nothing would happen with it, but they actually are doing pretty well. I already replanted them into the ground, and I actually replanted them next to Walla Wall onion that is going to be, that I bought as a little starts, you know, one of those that they sell in like just stores, your garden centers. Well, hello there, kitty. Okay, so it's hard to see here, but if I zoom in closer, these onions are the ones that I planted that I bought from the store. And then right in front of them, these little tiny little guys right here. One, you know, there's another one here. I mean, they were just like little 1-inch onion shoots that sprouted, and I honestly thought that there's not much gonna happen with them. I didn't expect them to survive, but they've been in the ground and it's been a dry week or so, and they've been actually doing pretty well. They started growing already. You can see these rows out here, and there was so many of them that sprouted, that way more than I can plant here. So I actually planted some in our other garden box, and we will compare the two. You know, they're both Walla Walla, same kind. One was started from seed, one we purchased. So hopefully these are from seed. They'll catch up with those. If not, they'll be a little bit later, but I'm hoping that they will not bolt as much as those. So we'll see how it goes. And since we had so many of them, I decided, you know, I'm not gonna just waste them. So we planted You can see there's more in this garden box, there's more kind of throughout there. Um, there's more in this box right here. We just planted them in these boxes and we're gonna use them as onion greens. Now, with the little loop houses that I built in February, I already took the plastics off because we have actually a really warm couple weeks, so I removed the plastics. But we had spinach seeded here that we started under the plastic, and you can see this spinach right here. For some reason, this other variety that was right in this half, it did not sprout. Like, it did not sprout at all. And just as a comparison, we have spinach right here. Was started under the plastic, and kind of throughout the coldness that we had throughout the winter time. And then this here is spinach, same variety, seeded at the same exact time, but no cover at all. So I mean, it's doing all right, but it's definitely not doing as well as that one. We are definitely going to be harvesting that one way earlier. Now all of our bok choy has bolted on us, so this needs to be removed and given to chickens and rabbits. But this definitely sprouted better, and it's much better growth on it. Now our other bed, we have salad greens, which are actually doing really well. They have sprouted for the most part throughout, they were all under the plastic, seeded at the same time, but some of them sprouted earlier, some are a little bit later, which is fine. You can see that they need some water, and we're supposed to get some water, some rain today, and that will get this place moistened a little bit. I'm kind of keeping away from watering it for a little bit, but we are getting along, and it's actually doing pretty well. I'm actually happy with how the greens are growing here. We'll be cleaning this plastic up, and from now on till fall we'll just keep it open. Well, thank you for watching this video. They're kind of churning out a little bit longer than I expected, but just trying to show you everything that has been going on. I need to put some watering system into these boxes right away because things are starting to grow, and if I don't do it right now, it'll be the same as last year, not done till next year. So thank you for watching. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and we'll be right back.